We hope you've enjoyed seeing how this song came about and all of the wonderful individuals who were involved with the making of this project. Let's take you to the next one. And this one is particularly important because when we remember September 11th, we will always remember where we were, what we were doing, and for the next several days, reliving that tragic incident that happened here in America with those planes crashing into the towers. And this became very personal for all of us who are in law enforcement and emergency services because everybody wanted to be in one of those three communities to help. And after the call was made to say we don't need anybody, we have too much going on logistic-wise to try and maintain a safe environment, all of us were looking deep down inside saying, what can we do and how can we help? For me, I knew that there's one avenue that we could help, and that was through music. This common denominator with this song, when I rewrote the lyrics with a special tribute to not only the firefighters and emergency personnel who lost their lives, but to every family member who lost their lives. And families who are to this day still wondering what happened to their loved ones. For me, that's, again, very personal because as I traveled, my family, we were in New York, just not less than a year before this happened in those towers. We were in New York going for the 2-for-1 and going down on Broadway to see the plays. But to know that that tragic incident happening in a building that I was personally in with my family, myself, that's very frightening. So when we look at what happened and even learning more today about all of the things that went on, and I don't think we'll ever know, but we know that those who lost their lives, there are a lot of family members and loved ones who miss them dearly.
After the September 11th attacks, Rich Coleman and his band, the Washington Knights, cut a new CD featuring this song, We Are Community.
We have to help our children if we've got to be the example.
It's a wake-up call for us all as we look at what is it that we can do, what every community, everyone's searching inside, what can we do, but not live our lives in fear.
Coleman decided to do what he does best, write and perform music with a message. He categorizes his music as prevention entertainment, a new genre he came up with himself. And when he gives concerts at schools, the prevention doesn't seem to get lost in the entertainment.
I like it because we are a community. And we have to believe ourselves. And, just love everybody around.
It's teaching us how to come together as community and be as one.
As we talk about stand for what is right, that's the hook of the song. But the song has the emphasis of getting to know who your neighbors are, respecting each other, respecting the rights of each other, not to live our lives in fear, but most of all, try and give something back.
In Saginaw, Laura Lee, WNEM 5 News.
I knew my brother was going to come in with, let's get into it. His message is so plain, and he talks directly to the children. I'm glad that they enjoyed themselves, and I hope that the message came across.
We unfortunately had the Ku Klux Klan in my hometown of Ann Arbor. And as I was sitting talking with my children, Brittany and Alex, about the dangers of hate groups, that song, that whole hook of We Are Community, stand for what is right, just kind of presenting itself as a theme. I wrote the song, performed it at the rally. And today we had 90 who are here with us today singing the new version. And all of the proceeds from this will go to the lost fallen firefighters, families, police officers' families, and those who lost their lives in the tragic events of September 11th.
So he said, if I do it, I'm going home. So since I'm here, I want to bring him home with me, that he would be here not just to encourage our children, but our whole community and our families, that jointly, together, we can make a difference.
We are community. We are community. First
start our dedication, I'd like to take a moment of silence because today our school, our community, our nation, and our world are remembering tragedies, but honoring the victims and their families of September 11th. So please join with me a moment of silence. Thank you. We have a special treat here today. Our fourth graders, who have been practicing only for 2 weeks with Mrs. Dana in our music class. A song that Mr. Coleman wrote himself, and I think you guys are going to find it to be a special treat also for the parents who haven't heard it, for the administration that's here from all over the district, the township. Can I have the readers please come forward? Mr. Coleman?
All those wonderful fourth graders. And as you hear the song, you can sing along with us. Here we go. We are community, stand for what is right. We are community, diverse and full of pride. Together we stand, our future is at hand. Come along and share with me, hope for the promised land. We are community. Come on, fourth graders. Stand for what is right. We are community. Together we stand. Our future is at hand. Come along and share with me, hope for the promised land.
This remaking of the song, We Are Community, America Stand for What Is Right, was our contribution. Every dime raised from this project went to the relief efforts in New York with the New York Police and Firefighters Memorial Fund and the American Red Cross and a number of other groups that were working with the relief efforts. This was a labor of love, and we were very pleased to be able to provide copies of the CD to Camp Comfort Zone there in New Jersey, who was providing grief counseling to the family members. This song, again, as we wanted to give something back from the foundation of the song, is where we're at today, where we still provide copies of the song to family members as we encounter them around the country and through our travels and when we're contacted. So we wanted to share with you not only the making of this song and the performances with groups right after the September 11th initiative, but also sharing with you the 9/11 quilt. We had an opportunity to be in Canton, Michigan with Corey, who was the founder and the main brainchild behind the creation of the quilt as it's touring around the country. What a moving day that was for me, as I got to see all of the panels, see a lot of the names and family members that I had an opportunity to interact with via the internet, and also providing copies of the CD. But we have an opportunity to share with you some of the panels from the September 11th quilt that's traveling around the country. So please join in as we get an opportunity to see the quilt, get to see the performances, but most of all thinking about the memories which we can never let fall, of those who did give their lives on that day, and those families who are still grieving. Our hearts are with you. Please join in as we get a chance to see the September 11th quilt and all of those who are part of this very special recording project. Thank you so much for joining us at the Prevention Corner with this special episode. Corey, thanks for bringing this effort to the Michigan area here in Canton, Michigan. I'm the host of the Prevention Corner that splice this footage in, but this has absolutely been a phenomenal effort to not only see it, but it's all of these incredible panels that have been put together. How did this idea come about?
A month after 9/11, or 3 weeks after 9/11, I went to New York City and toured Ground Zero. Spent 4.5 2.5 hours on a Sunday afternoon, circling the perimeter, begging every police officer, every firefighter, every military personnel to let me go in. I was denied access over and over and over until I finally came across a battalion chief of the New York City Fire Department who brought me. And he brought me right down into the site. And all I could do while I was standing there was think about the victims who died, the victims who died that day, how their families and friends must feel. So, you know, me wanting to do something was the same feeling that everybody else around the world, you know, what can I do? So I came up with a project that would allow people worldwide to be able to be a part of, that would bring some comfort to the families and also keep the memories alive. So, you know, everybody says, why a quilt? Well, what's another word for a quilt? Comforter. And, you know, that's what we hope to do. And our goal is to, you know, bring comfort to it. And it's proven over and over and over.
You about to fill your jug.
You know, our goal has been.
I've already been interviewed.
It is absolutely phenomenal to not only witness it, but to talk to so many people who have been through this whole effort and to witness and see the panels. And it takes us back to that moment of my role in police and fire services with my agency, and all of the feelings that we had of helplessness, not being able to be there to help. These types of efforts and the things that we've done with music and the song We Are Community, to reach out to help, but to hold on to this one little piece. People will always remember that we should never forget those who lost their lives.
That is the thing. You know, never forget September 11, 2001. Never forget those people who lost their lives. And this book, you know, was to serve as a constant reminder to everybody who sees it of that.
Well, Corey, on behalf of all of the police and fire personnel here from Michigan, thank you so much for this effort.
Thank you, and thank you for coming out and spending so much time.
We're going to donate some of our CDs from the We Are Community America Stand for What is Right project to this effort. We hope to help in multiple ways, so please don't hesitate to give us a call. Thanks again so much.